welcome to episode 8 of Thinking Outside the Pod. My name is Jimmy. I will be the host for this episode, and as always, I am joined by...
Me, Patrick. What's up, everybody?
Hey, all right. Yeah, so episode 8, got a few things to talk about. But first, we'll kind of go over a few things that happened last episode. As you all know, or if you haven't, definitely go back and take a listen. We interviewed the band Guild.
Our special guest.
Yeah, our special guest Guild at the Friendly Spot. And I think it went pretty well. I mean, other than it being our first interview,
Our very first band interview.
I think it went okay.
It went really cool. There's things we'll be working on so we can get better at all this stuff as well. But we look forward to interviewing more bands in the future, more artists, things of that nature. Anybody listening to this around town that would like to host us, give us a holler.
Yeah. Just let us know. I mean, email.
We'll be
all that
reaching
kind
out
of
to
stuff.
y'all as
Yeah,
well.
just let us know, and we can set that up and get that out there. It'd be I loved it. It was
was
cool.
a lot of
It was
fun.
a
It was
lot
a good
different than
time.
what we've ever done before.
Yes,
Especially me. I've never done any of that.
Out of the shell a little bit here.
Yeah, this
Our foam padded
our-
wall.
our
I
safe-
missed you.
our safety womb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it, and I think they had a good time. The band Guild.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
And we'd like to thank Guild once again, the Friendly Spot, and all you guys that were out there,
Yeah, check them out. Their new album is going to be in June. Going to be coming out in June, so we'll let you know when that's available. Because we'll definitely be looking into that as well, because they're really good.
Yep.
All right, but and also last episode we had a couple contests. We had
yeah.
two contests. We had a pickup line. So if you would comment and let us know your favorite kind of cheesy pickup line, and then also let us know your laziest moment. And we picked a couple or a few of our favorite ones, and they win. They win some Guild CDs and T-shirts and signed posters. The winner for the pickup lines. Do you want to announce them?
I'll tell them the line. You announce them, and I'll tell them
Okay.
what the line was.
All right. So the first winner for the laziest moment goes to Johnny Chaos, and his laziest moment was...
I called my roommate in the next room to bring me a glass of water.
That is fairly lazy.
That's very lazy. But you still had to make an effort to grab the phone and call and dial.
Yeah, instead of just getting up and going.
Yeah.
If you were someone's roommate, would you do that?
Yeah, probably. I would call them in there, and then once they got in there, I'd ask them for whatever I needed.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, I need your help.
Yeah, I'd scream out. I wouldn't even pick up the phone. I'd just be like, help! And then when they came out, I was like, I'm
thirsty.
so hungry.
I'm hungry and thirsty.
You make me some food.
So yeah, congratulations, Johnny Chaos. We'll message you on he won through Facebook, so we'll message you back on that. Direct message, get your information. We'll send you your
Something's
prizes.
Cool. We'll send you some cool
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
man.
And for the pickup lines, we got a few more entries on that. It was a pretty heated contest, but so we'll do two prizes. Second place goes to Joe Chapa, and his cheesy pickup line was...
Did you just fart because you blew me away? That's not probably gonna get you laid at all.
Yeah, that's not something.
But it's a good thing. It's a good thing you're cute, Joe. It's a good thing you're cute. I don't know if I'd go for it if I was a chick, but hell.
Yeah. I don't know if any pickup lines really work.
Nah.
Maybe as far as just laughing.
Does this smell like chloroform? I'm just kidding.
And the first place winner for that contest was Andrew Benstead, and his line was...
His was my favorite out of all three of them. This was my favorite.
It's pretty good.
Girl, I wish you were my big toe so I could bang you on my coffee table. That is poetry in motion, my friends.
If Patrick was a girl, Andrew...
Panties off, bro. Panties off.
That would work.
Yeah, I mean, what girl doesn't like to laugh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all these pickup lines are. It's just a way to make them laugh, and then you have an in.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations to all of our winners and everyone else who joined. Thank you. So be on the lookout. We'll have a couple more contests in this episode.
Yes.
We'll get them all posted on our social media. So if you haven't already, definitely like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter.
For chances to win, man.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Nice free shit we're sending you.
Yeah, it's free.
Don't be so lazy you don't enter these contests, guys.
Maybe that was why there wasn't that many entries on the laziest moment.
Well, I shared one of them on my Facebook page, and I'll give my homegirl Michelle Love some credit because that's what she said. She's too lazy to enter
enter.
contests on social media sites.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely like we said, just follow us on everything, and you'll get all the information on the new contests that come out, and maybe you'll be as lucky as some of these guys to win. But
And it's not hard, guys. It's not hard. Everybody's got the stupidest, funniest things they can say. So
Yeah.
why not, man?
yeah, it's all in good fun. So other than that, anything else you want to talk about last episode? If not, we can jump into some of the recent things that have been happening or about to happen.
No, just a shout out again to the band and to the Friendly Spot to Guild and the Friendly Spot. Thanks for having us out there. We look forward to talking with Guild again when their CD does release, and we look forward to hosting plenty more interviews out at the Friendly Spot. Next time we'll announce it ahead of time, so maybe you guys can come and watch the, Tot Pot in action.
Yeah, we had a
This man
couple.
is amazing.
Whoa, yep, I talked into microphones,
Yep.
said words.
Like no one's business.
But yeah, we had a few people watch us and that kind of ask questions, so we got them some business cards and stuff like that.
Yep.
So it was pretty cool.
You can always pick up swag
Yep, if you like to see our faces in real life, not in audio or visual form.
because we
or
got
video
beautiful
form.
faces.
Yep. All right.
Anyways, this
I was
episode
gonna say
Jimmy,
some more beautiful than others.
Oh,
You
wait a
decide.
minute.
You decide.
on Twitter. We need us to follow us on Twitter.
Yep. But all right. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into some of the recent news. One that I'm kind of excited about. A lunar eclipse is occurring. Actually, if this episode is going to be released Monday, it's going to be happening on Tuesday. So
The day after this episode, you guys.
yeah. So definitely. I think I've never seen one. It's supposed to happen like 4 times, or essentially it
You're
could
not
happen.
supposed to stare right at it, right?
Well, a lunar eclipse you can.
So it's
The
the
solar eclipse you can.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can. I mean,
He shouldn't.
you shouldn't. But some people don't like eyesight, so
Yeah,
if
you
you
know.
want to watch solar eclipses, go ahead.
What
That's
better
cool.
way to go blind than watching the solar
Yeah.
eclipse?
If you go blind, all your other senses get better, so you can become like a superhero, like Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Daredevil. But yeah, a lunar eclipse is happening. So I think essentially that's the Earth casting a shadow on the moon, and it could happen. I think like 4 times a year, as far as the article said, but it doesn't always happen. So, but yeah, they're expecting it to happen on Tuesday, and they
Says
call
look
it,
up to the southwest.
yeah, southwest, and around 2 a.m. Central Time, and just go
2
from there. Calculate.
a.m.
Yeah, it's early, but
That's not good, man.
but it's supposed to be called what they call like a blood moon. So could go black, could completely go away,
Could create werewolves.
could most likely moons.
Bloodthirsty werewolves.
Yep, it could.
Oh
well,
my
moons,
gosh.
moons themselves, just a full moon can do that. So this,
No, this is like Super Saiyan, powerful. Nah,
They're-
I shouldn't have
they're
said that. I don't really like Dragon Ball Z.
you love Dragon Ball Z.
No, I can't stand it. Anybody who watches it are nerds. I said so.
Whoa. I kind of watched it.
I watched a few, but come on. I
Oh,
played the
nerd,
video game. I
nerd
played the video
alert,
game. I
nerd
played the
alert,
video game,
nerd alert.
but I didn't like it at all.
I beat it. But yeah, it's called a blood moon because if it doesn't get completely cast a shadow on and disappear, which might happen. It says last happened in 1963, but what's most likely going to happen is it's going to change colors. So like red, copperish color. But it says it could be any color, so that would be pretty cool to see like a
Orange or purple?
green moon. Yeah,
Green moon.
yeah, Hulk.
I got a brown moon. I'll show you everybody
Whoa.
later.
Whoa! Oh, he's doing it. Oh,
It's a little lighter than my skin, because it doesn't see the sunlight very often.
the sun don't shine.
I wish I could walk around with no pants more.
I think you said that last episode as well.
Oh
think
my!
this is-
like a theme now.
I think we're getting
or
to
a
some.
problem.
I think this whole podcast is just a ruse for me to
I'm
psycho.
sitting here with no pants right now. You
yeah,
guys
you
can't
can't
tell.
see. I can, and I will vouch that it's uncomfortable to say the least.
No.
I think this whole podcast is just a ruse for me to psychoanalyze you.
Oh, that's what's going
We're
on.
getting
huh?
into some root of your problems.
It's not a problem. I mean, come on. Who out there would not like to wear pants anymore? I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's so constricting.
I enjoy pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just enjoy them.
Yeah, they're
Do you collect
Enjoyable.
them for fun?
not for fun, for
For wearing?
wearing.
For wearing enjoyment?
But a lunar eclipse, I think that's pretty cool. We've talked about it before. I've loved space stuff.
Love.
So
the
this is
space.
actually like a thing that's happening, and you can see it says you don't need a telescope, so like anyone can just look southwest. I mean, I'm sure there's compass apps and stuff like that. Or you just look for the moon.
Yeah, I guess
it's,
so.
it's not like it's crazy.
It's that big bright thing in the night sky.
Yeah,
It's the big star that's not the sun.
yeah. If you look at it, what you usually see is white is going to be a different color. So
Like a blue moon, maybe.
yeah. Oh yeah, blue moon, and be that song. Play that song.
Blue moon.
Oh,
All right, I'm not
Yeah.
going to sing it.
No.
It says, this refraction of sunlight, creates this weird palette of colors. I've never seen any colors on Earth like these colors. Oh, anywhere on Earth. Does that mean they're going to be like
Wow.
new colors?
new colors. The possibility of a new color.
You'll see bluish, peaches, greenish, lemon colors.
Whoa.
Look at that. He says that. You'll see bluish, peach, greenish, lemon.
That's weird. That's just like muddled vomit.
That's what the fuck does that mean exactly?
I've seen that color after I've eaten too much.
Nah, after I drank in too much, maybe. Like those pink vodka shots,
Oh,
cranberry
you-
juice.
You love those.
And like whiskey shots all at the same night, and then you drink like a few PBRs or Lone Star, which could sponsor us, by the way, because we both love beer.
I don't love beer.
We call him Jimmy Beer sometimes because he loves it so much.
They never call what?
They're not
That'd
the
be the
colors
worst.
you'll see at Walmart, he says.
Whoa.
You're not going to see them at the mall. You're not going to see them on your television or your laptop.
Who's this guy?
I don't know. Hold on. His name
is
is
he like a weirdo?
Burz, Berz.
Burrs.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible. I think we can see.
I
We only have a certain spectrum of color.
Yeah. How are you going to come up with greenish lemon colors? Lemon's not even a color, bro. Come on now.
Greenish yellow. I mean, that's a color. that I've
Larry
seen before.
Burrs, the astronomy teacher at the Maine School of Science and Mathematics. How can this like be so smart and not know shit about colors?
That's weird. That's a weird thing to say. I guess he just
Spend all his time studying science instead.
yeah. He's
Take a color theory class,
he's
bro.
only seen black and white like text in books. So he's whenever he sees like he looks up and sees red, he's like, oh my god,
Greenish lemon, peaches blue.
what is that?
It's like, bro, you can't just
There's
make
other-
up new colors now. But he goes on to say that they cannot be created on Earth this way. So I mean, I'm guessing they're going to be like different shades, maybe like a fireworks display behind the moon.
I think from what I read in the article, it is created by stuff on the Earth. Like it's the light getting like.
Mr. Burrs doesn't know what the fuck
Yeah.
he's talking about.
I think he said it later in the article.
You
But
have to
it's-
see
it's
the
like-
little photons
it's
with
like
your own eyeball.
It's like the dust in the atmosphere messing with the light or something like that.
Oh, it's like when the Hubble telescope images are like the space clouds are all different colors.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
probably what he means. Like they're just gonna change, maybe
Yeah,
different
I
colors.
mean, maybe he's right. Maybe we're just
Dude,
we're
I'm
just
gonna look
we're
up.
making fun of him for nothing, and then
He's gonna like give us a big "I told
I
you
know-
so" and
I
F
know,
you guys.
Oh no, Mr. Burrs, we're sorry.
Well, next week, if I got to explain the colors I saw as greenish lemon
yeah,
colors,
yeah,
I will take my words back.
definitely. We'll see if we can even get a picture or a video of it. That'd be cool, and I will post that.
Well,
maybe.
maybe. My cell phone, I go take a picture of the moon. It's like a little dot in the
Yeah.
middle.
And it's greenish
Awful.
yellow.
Lemon.
There's like a picture of a lemon. Like,
Oh,
whoa,
shit,
he's right.
no. How did he know, man? This guy is a fucking rocket science.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
freaking Larry
He
Burrs.
probably is a rocket
Or-
scientist.
He's some type of scientist, probably.
These things are beautiful, he says. Much astronomy is subtle and sublime. It is going to make headlines except in your own heart.
Whoa.
Where's that little bottom one right there? Is that what he said?
These
Did I say
are
that
beautiful
right?
things, he says. Much of astronomy is subtle and sublime. It isn't going to make headlines except in your own heart.
This guy's
Man,
a fucking poet.
He's a poet, man.
Gee whiz, what the fuck's he doing studying astronomy?
Larry Burrs is the reincarnation of Shakespeare.
No,
I've fallen in love with him.
Burrs.
Larry Shakespeare's Burrs. He's our hero.
Oh,
Top
these
five.
comments. Some of these comments are great.
Oh,
Some
we
of
got
them have
some-
been deleted.
F Burrs.
Burrs.
F Burrs.
Oh man, hold on. Comments for. Okay, let's look. through
Oh
these a
man,
bit here.
comments.
It's easy.
What are they saying?
Keep it civil and stay on topic. No vulgarity, racial slurs, name calling, or personal attacks. People who harass others or joke about tragedies will be blocked.
Oh man.
Oh, comments thread for this comment is now closed. I was gonna go and leave.
They've
them.
got
What the
some.
fuck does yellowish, greenish lemon mean, bro?
You gonna say some racist slurs?
No, maybe.
Joke about some recent tragic
How
events.
pathetically sad your own existence must be if all you can do is hate on other people, no matter what topic of discussion is.
Oh.
Maybe if the rich and powerful hadn't stolen all the wealth of this nation, we'd
Oh,
have millions
jeez.
fewer people requiring public assistance. Do the Walmart heirs really need to pocket even more billions?
Wow.
While the working class subsidizes Walmart's employee benefits via EBT benefits? What a little ignorant person you are to make such belittling comments. How the hell did this go off topic?
It's
so
an
hard?
article about a lunar eclipse. The Walmart generation ruining our country.
Belittling
Oh wait, no, they did
comments.
say Walmart.
Yes. They
Okay,
called them out
so
a few
they
times.
say one word and it's like, yep, I got a rant about that.
I've met many people that will work for the money and still get food stamps because they don't get paid enough. And just so you know, dummy, EBT is food stamps and TANF is welfare. Grow up. I know you're
Freaking
getting
commoners, man.
I know you're getting shit, dude, but that was funny.
Man, internet commenters are
I'd like
ridiculous.
to- yes, man. How come you guys? We gotta get Hope Light 99, Bar Sinister, Half Moon Pond, and Northwoods to comment on our stuff, man.
Yeah,
I would
definitely.
love to see y'all's reactions to some of the shit.
But
we
it's
say.
closed, right?
Yeah.
Darn. Maybe we can message them through that site.
I'm gonna fucking send them messages, bro.
Be like, oh, if you thought this article was crazy, check out this podcast.
This one's a good one. The other bigger eclipse that will occur in April is the annual eclipse of the wallet, where we will be sending more of our hard-earned money to politicians in Augusta and Washington so they continue to make such wise, not wise, spending decisions with our money.
Oh my gosh, such
That started off
a
as
tenuous connection. They were like, Eclipse, I can make this into an economic rant.
This was a good one. I thought it was actually about the eclipse, and then he turned it into eclipse of the wallet. We gotta look. There's gotta be a total eclipse of the heart mentioned in here somewhere. Oh my God,
Turn
really?
around.
Underwood 521 says, oh my God, really? Shut up about meaningless, petty bullshit for a minute and just enjoy the universe.
Oh, that's
Hope Light replied to that one again,
Oh,
saying,
man,
just
Hope
remember you're
Light.
standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned. A sun with the source of all power. The sun that you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in
That's,
outer spiral arm.
that's Monty Python.
That's really?
Yeah, that's what's the Galaxy song?
Oh, okay.
Oh
Well,
right,
then-
I'm starting to like Hope. What is
Yeah.
it? Hope Light.
And
99?
then Bar Sinister says, awesome, thanks for sharing to Hope Light for that one.
Yeah, Monty Python.
I get up early to see it for sure. The trouble is the way the weather has been, it'll all be cloudy, covered, guarantee.
Wow.
Hope Light is very cynical. Gee whiz. Tree was the pathetic of our existence in the Walmart part. Jane Doe was the ignorant little person talking about food stamps.
We need to get Hope Light on the show.
No shit. Lighten up your agenda.
We could say one word and he'll be like, talk for an hour.
This is fucking gold, man.
We need to, for all the articles we look up, we need to find some funny
Their
comments.
comments.
Yeah,
I never knew, man.
we
Oh
need
my
definitely do
God.
that. That's something I'm gonna. write
Yes.
down. Comments.
That was. And I mean, just about a freaking a lunar eclipse. So my bad. I mean,
It's not even a.
and like there was only one comment that actually mentioned it about the eclipse, and then they turned it into eclipse of
Something
the
else.
wallet.
That's ridiculous.
Got into a freaking discussion about benefits, welfare benefits in Walmart.
I think, yeah, I think. That's
Gee,
crazy.
Fucking whiz.
Hope Light 99, you're our hero.
Larry Burrs, keep posting stuff on this shit, man, because these people really hate it. Anyways,
Maybe Larry Burrs is.
Hope 99.
It could be.
Bar Sinister.
Whoa, I've never seen him in the same room.
Oh my God. You guys send us pictures of what you think these people look like for real.
Yeah, internet commenters.
Yes, man.
But yeah, so lunar eclipse happening on Tuesday. Check it out if you're interested in all that kind of stuff.
Well, 2 a.m. is usually about the time I'm walking out of the bar, so I'm just gonna like climb on the bar roof and like look to the southwest and
That's-
like take
that's-
shitty selfie pictures of the moon behind me.
Just without the moon, just of you.
Yeah, just of my moon.
Whoa.
Hint, hint, if you guys know what I mean.
Don't click on any links that that Patrick sends you. He's like, hey, look at this.
Check
look
out the moon,
Look, check
man.
out the moon.
It's
and
this brownish skin color.
greenish,
No,
greenish lemon.
not lemon.
But yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna try to. This is the last one happened. You already said this in 1963, right?
Well, yeah, 1963 was the time that it completely disappeared.
Like vanished from
Yeah,
the
it
sky.
vanished from the sky. It was a magic trick from what's a
Not
magician?
David Blaine because he doesn't have any actual tricks.
David Blaine, he held his breath a long time.
Yeah,
and
I'm standing on the pole, fucking so far high. I mean, that's not a magic trick, bro. We get it. You're not a magician.
David Copperfield.
You just have you're unemployed with nothing better to do than try to get paid for doing dumb shit.
David Copperfield disappeared the moon back in 1963.
Yeah.
Hasn't shown up again.
Who, David Copperfield?
Yeah.
He vanished along with the moon.
Him and the moon went to
He
France.
sacrificed himself to make the moon
Aw.
vanish.
Such a hero.
And he came back a few years later with the same haircut he had back then.
But yeah, that's happening. So we'll talk about it next time if we see it. If it's not weather permits.
Somebody will get a good shot of it. You know, one of these good cameras, satellite cameras, will get a shot of it, or we'll find video of it online. I'm sure we can post that stuff for everybody to check
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
So you guys don't have to stay up till 2 a.m. We can, do some of the work for you.
Or you can stay up and just maybe time it perfectly where this part we're talking about happens right when the moon happens.
Yeah, and then you can write on Larry Burz's post
Yep.
on the where was that again? The Banger Daily News.
I
Did he
know.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought that was funny.
Banger Daily News.
Banger Daily News.
And then you want to know why these people post that kind of shit on there? Oh
they're
my
looking.
gosh.
This isn't the site that they wanted.
Like, this isn't porno.
You lied to me.
Damn you, Larry.
But yeah, definitely that's happening. Next thing we kind of want to talk about, heartbleed bug.
That's supposed to be some crazy shit, right?
That's scary. That's
Bugs that bleed out of your heart, man.
man, yeah, definitely like bugs. I think they go in through your ear
While
and
you
then-
sleep,
Yeah, while you sleep, and go to your heart and they make it bleed.
like
That's-
more blugs. Blugs.
Bugs. Yeah, they have baby bug eggs, and they.
All right, no. Tell everybody what this is. Really, this is a good story.
It's
too.
it's a bug. Well, if you've ever been online and
I
like,
did dig the brain bug thing going to your heart. That would
Yeah.
be fucking awesome.
that would be a real story.
Send us pictures of the heartbleed bug coming out of your ear, guys.
But essentially, all the times you've been online on what's supposedly supposed to be a secure website, and you see that kind of like that padlock icon, like if you're on like a banking site
Like
or
in the
something.
browser in the top
Yeah.
corner or something.
What that means is it's type of an encryption type thing, and it's called OpenSSL. As far as what that stands for, I'm not sure.
Security. I used to know. I'm
Yeah.
some kind of web designer or
Yeah.
something like that.
Hire him. But essentially, what hackers can do is that they can exploit a bug it's called the heartbleed bug, that essentially it requests like a hacker requests information like a user would do, but it can request more information than regular users, because regular users hackers know how to exploit this bug, so they can get all types of more information like usernames and passwords.
In other words, it's like asking a 5-year-old that doesn't know any better to give you the information, like asking them a circle of questions until you get to what you want to know, right?
Yeah, exactly. And hackers use that to get, and it's like 2/3 of the internet use this type of encryption.
It's like, hey,
So-
little girl, do you have a mommy? Yes, I have a mommy. Oh, okay,
Where-
that's nice. Does she like men? Yes, she like men. Is she fucking everyone else? And
Whoa.
they're like, yes.
Whoa, I was gonna say like, does she like jewelry?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, you start small and you get to the questions you want
Yeah,
answered.
and so hackers can use that, and it's across all like Facebook. We'll post a link, but essentially, like, all the major sites use this. A lot of them say they fixed it, but this bug I think was like 2 years in the past. Like it's
So they
that's-
already have your information. in
yeah.
other
So
words.
you're not safe.
So no one's ever safe on the internet at
Um,
all.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's kind of scary. Like in 2 years, no one's seen this, and maybe it's possible that maybe no information was taken.
Maybe
but
this is just a hoax.
yeah, from
Maybe they just want us all to change our passwords so they can get our new ones.
ah
Because this shit has been around 2 years, right?
yeah.
But I mean, this isn't very cool at all, man. I mean, as long as there's internet, people are going to be trying how to get all your shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, man. You really going to spend like days and years trying to figure out what the fuck my password is? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's scary. As far as like social media, I don't really care. I mean, the worst they can do.
Get
I
all
mean,
your likes on Facebook.
yeah, they can do things like that. But the banking stuff is
I don't
that's-
bank online, bro.
Oh, me neither.
I don't bank online.
Oh.
I mean, I spend enough of my own money
He
on
puts-
myself. I don't need other people spending
He
it for
puts
me.
money in his mattress.
Yeah, no, well, not that, but I mean, I'll go withdraw all my money, you know, like the day after and just put it in my sock drawer or something.
Ah.
'Cause I don't need a. Hey, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Nope, nope, nope. I'm
Yep.
getting a new drawer, guys. It's
I am-
not in the sock drawer
I am
anymore.
I am the heartbleed bug.
Yeah.
I've gotten the
Damn
information
it!
from
And
him.
he didn't even have to ask me shit, dude. I just totally gave him that.
Put a
info.
mic in his hand and tell
Good
me,
gosh,
tell me
it's
all
that
the
easy,
secrets.
you guys. You see what the fuck the internet has done to me?
You already, Patrick doesn't like pants. Keeps his money in his sock drawer.
Yep. But I also wear my socks on my.
Whoa.
So
okay.
maybe you don't want to go digging around in
Yeah,
there.
maybe not.
Unless you're some sexy females, and then
Dig away.
dig away, girl. Now let's see what we got here. It says tips for changing passwords due because of the heartbleed bug. Never give out your password to anyone except your parents. Really? Look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that. It says that right there. Except your parents. If
Wow.
I gave my password to anyone, it would not be my parents.
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Never give it to friends, even if they're really good friends. A friend can accidentally, we hope, pass your password along to others or become an ex-friend and abuse it. Don't use just one password. It's possible that someone working at a site where you use that password could pass it on and break your accounts into other sites. Create passwords that are easy to remember but hard for others to guess. What the hell does that mean? I
don't
use
know.
passwords like IS7GA, capital L, capital M, capital S, lowercase I, 2004.
Yeah.
Who the fuck remembers that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
that's. Well, I mean, the way to remember it is like make up a sentence. Like, thinking outside the pod is the best. So it'd be TOTPI.
Yeah, you see what happened?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
I
know
guess
it.
So, yeah, you could figure it out eventually.
Yeah. I mean, some kind of sentence like that, and then take like the first letters of each word or things like that.
Don't use dictionary words. If it's in the dictionary, there's a chance someone will guess it.
Oh, crap.
Snap, crackle, pop.
I use dictionary for all my passwords.
I'm going to use math problems. It's going to be a fucking algebra
Whoa.
equation of getting to my shit from now on. Don't post it in plain sight. Consider using a
What?
password manager.
Don't post passwords.
This might seem obvious, but studies have found that a lot of
People
people
do.
post their passwords on their monitor with a sticky note. Bad
Oh,
idea.
okay, I get it. There was this funny picture where it's like someone posted something on Facebook, and it was all like, "Man, Facebook's pretty good if you try to type in your password and post it on any on as a comment, it'll come up as stars." So people would try,
The stars.
and it would like as asterisks.
Yeah, yeah.
So people would try and be like, "Oh, really? I'm gonna try," and then they post it, and it doesn't do that, of course. And it's just
Oh.
people put their passwords
Those are all
on it.
my passwords, just a star all the way across.
Oh,
8 times.
smart.
Yeah,
That's not in the dictionary.
That won't work, and then everybody thinks it doesn't work anymore. But yeah,
Oh.
don't fuck up your passwords, guys. Don't be
Yeah,
stupid.
I mean, I guess change them. I mean, but if
I'm
the
gonna go
website,
change all of mine.
yeah, I probably will too. But I might not. I don't know.
Hashtag too lazy to change all my
yeah,
passwords.
that's what I'm gonna post on that old contest.
Yes.
But the thing is, if the site itself hasn't fixed that bug, then it doesn't matter. Like you change it, and then
They're gonna
they'll
get
just
it again.
they'll just steal that. So there's a site that I'll link on about what websites you need to change it like immediately, and which sites have fixed that bug. But yeah, pretty scary. Pretty scary. Hopefully,
Hopefully they have a heart bleed bug virus antidote in the works, and hopefully we can kill all hackers, so that none of this shit ever
Oh.
happens again.
yeah, I agree. That's I don't know. People hack are weird.
Maybe I'm just gonna learn how to hack so I can hack the hackers.
Whoa, there you go.
I'm gonna be the fucking Robin Hood of the internet, bro.
Steal from the everybody.
The poor to give to me. I don't know.
That kind of Robin Hood.
Cool,
I
that
didn't
ain't
read. I
bad.
didn't read that story.
Give to me, steal from the poor. We're gonna hit up Hope 99, Hope Light 99.
Hope Light 99. We can hack into his stuff.
To their comment box.
But yeah, scary stuff. We'll definitely check out the description of the this podcast, and we'll let you know all that kind of
Stuff
important
to do
information.
To protect yourself.
But yeah, scary. Also, another thing about that, kind of a weird thing, at least weird in my book. The director of Goonies, 1985 movie, Goonies, was signing autographs, and he had said there's going to be a sequel. What do you think about that?
I think it should have been done about maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah, it was 1985, so almost 15.
Isn't one of these guys dead?
Almost 30 years. I don't know.
we
A
still
lot of
have
them.
them all?
Well, maybe some of the adults.
Corey Feldman, Josh Brolin, Sean Astin, Jeff Cohen. Jeff Cohen?
Cohen.
The director of the Goonies, Richard Donner, has said the sequel to the cult classic Children Adventure is in the works. He told TMZ that he hoped to bring back all the stars of the original film for the follow-up.
It's 30 years past. It's
Get off my kid! Get off my kids! Get off my lawn, you freaking adventurous kids!
yeah. It's the Adventures of the New Goonies. It's all like Heartbleed Bug, no. And they have
Feldman, who has
change your
been for
passwords.
years has been the biggest cheerleader for Goonies 2, is a reality TV star and singer in a ska band.
Yeah, it's too long.
Chunk is an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sean Astin, I mean, he was in Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, him and
So-
Josh Brolin, they've been like the
Yeah,
two
they're
actual actors.
Big time from that. But yeah, I think it's too long between sequels. I mean, your core audience is gonna like it, but now, I mean, you can't really go for like kids liking it because it's not gonna be. They're not kids anymore.
Yeah, my thing is, it's like,
I mean,
some of the sequels that people have done don't turn out as good as the first one. So I mean, I would hate for them to do a sequel on this and then just fucking kill it. You know what I mean?
like Tron, like that Tron Legacy movie. Like it was so long after its release. It was. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it. I mean, it was a good movie as far as like visuals and stuff, but it didn't capture the audience like the first Tron did. So I think that would be the same thing with the Goonies. I mean, 30 years after its release, it is a cult classic, but
you're gonna kill it, dude. You're gonna kill me in the process.
yeah, it's. What do you think the cutoff is for sequels? Like
Not
a couple
very much
years,
longer.
5 years?
I think 5 years is over. Just pushing it. I think anything over 5 years and you kind of lost the mojo.
Yeah, I mean it's like Marvel. Like what if they did Iron Man and then waited 30 years for Iron Man 2? I'm like
Fuck that.
you're gonna lose all the momentum that movie had.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's crazy. I mean, it's his work. I mean, he can do what he wants, but unless it's like a really good story and plot, I don't think it's gonna be anywhere as.
Dixie the Flatline says, I love the Goonies. My girlfriend has even visited the Goonies house in Astoria, but I shudder at the potential horror of a sequel, or sloth forbid a remake. Let's be honest here. There hasn't been any films in recent history that come close to the magic of 80s kids films. They probably never will. But if you're going to try, then at least make a genuine effort and don't try to cash on the sequel or sodding a remake
Yeah, sodding. It's like a
of a much-loved classic.
slang.
Hollywood needs to
Curse.
stop pissing on the rose-hued bones of our childhood.
Mhm.
Shed single tear for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and
Lost Boys: The Tribe was a franchise-destroying embarrassment.
oh yeah, I remember. I didn't watch it, and I never saw Lost Boys either.
Well, they're still boys because they're all vampires, right?
Mhm. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
well,
never saw the original nor the remake.
You gotta see the original, dude.
People have
Don't
told
watch
me
the
that.
remake.
I'm gonna watch a remake only.
Uh-uh.
That's the only.
Anyone
Lost
want to
Boys.
buy a Goonies game cartridge for an MSX machine?
Wow.
This is the Craigslist, bro. What is
You're on the
that?
wrong
Like,
side.
who's this man's name right there?
Whoa, Epinoa?
Epinoa. What the French
Epinoa?
toast is wrong with you, man?
Well, he's capitalizing on
Is
the
it that-
newfound interest. He's had this game forever. And he's like, I want to sell this. I
It's not
wish
selling on eBay.
I need something to bring back some interest to this.
In the Goonies.
He's like, and he's reading the story one day, and he's all like, "This is my chance."
Although I love the Goonies, it was very much of its time. It was very much of its time. In the 1980s, making an obscene children belly dance and keeping disabled people chained up in the basement was considered good, clean family fun and entertainment, and not quite sure you can get away with it now. Plus, this article suggests you would have to recast a new generation of children best some sort of cameo for the older Goonies. I think this whole process would make us all feel like old farts. For God's sake, don't make the Goonies or another Crocodile Dundee movie.
What? Is that a thing? Is that happening? Crocodile Dundee
3, but I don't know, man. The idiot Wind posted that one.
Okay, well, yeah, don't do that either. That's old. I mean,
I like that. It'll make us all feel like old farts, and do not make a Crocodile Dundee movie.
yeah, I want, when I watch movies, I mean, sequels are okay, if I like the original movie and it's not too far away. But original movies are cool. I mean, like Her.
Yes.
I mean, that movie Her.
Oh yeah. I'd seen the beginning of that. I kind of fell asleep.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I mean, as far as the story, and that's what I like seeing whenever I go to the movies. I mean, I don't like seeing like Battleship.
But I think what that guy said, what was his name? Who was he again?
Epinoa. He was trying to sell that
no,
game.
the idiot Wind.
Yeah, no.
About the things in the 80s people got away with aren't nowadays. It's just different. Like, you know, back then we had Tom and Jerry, and they would shoot each other. They would like hack each other to pieces with swords and shit. You know.
Yeah.
The Roadrunner would throw anvils on top of the coyote.
Yeah.
I mean, he would trap himself in the shit. But you know, nowadays you got like Yo Gabba Gabba and the Teletubbies and shit, because you know kids nowadays are fucking crazy, man. And for some reason they see some shit like a mouse butchering up a cat and they think it's fucking cool or something all of a sudden.
Yeah. Those movies are like products of their time. So like that's what was that movie that like RoboCop?
Yes.
I mean, that was like special, like those
For that
graphics
era.
were like amazing for that, and it was kind of like in that time period where they're like technology's like changing and stuff like that. But nowadays, I'm like, that could happen in real life, and I'd be like, okay, that's cool. I mean, that's science for you, and that's why that movie I don't think did as well as people or as well as they thought probably that movie went. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence on remakes, but yeah, we'll talk about this in a little bit more. But first, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
I am Richard.
I'm Frankie.
And I'm Chris.
And We Are Guild. Look us up on www.weareguild.com. And you're listening to Thinking Outside the Pod. Subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher.
All right, welcome back. We'll get back into it. You were just reading about that comment. We were talking about the Goonies sequel.
Yes.
What were you saying?
That it's bad news nowadays to talk about locking people up in your basement and things of that nature.
Yeah, it's a different world we live in,
It's a different time.
And yeah, people are more wanting to be politically correct. Like that original Goonies movie would have been way different if it was made now.
Wouldn't it? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They broke into a place that would have been a big X-nay.
Yeah. Nope. Not having that.
You know what I mean? Their parents probably wouldn't let them on the streets out like that. These guys were freaking in an adventure in a cave and stuff.
Yeah,
nowadays, they don't let little kids walk across the street alone. You know what I mean?
They'd have a leash and they'd have
helmets.
If they were in any type of trouble, they just use their cell phone and call for help.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No way. That's
their GPS if they're ever lost.
Yeah, the cops would like GPS find them. They would have never found the treasure ship or the treasure. They never saved their freaking homes.
Yeah, so, what time do you think is better, back then or now?
Back then, bro.
Oh.
Yeah,
I like technology, though.
We didn't have cell phones, and we managed to, like, fuck everything up, just fine.
Is that a goal?
Well, no, I'm just saying. I didn't need the selfies to, you know what I mean? I didn't need none of this.
Yeah.
It is great, don't get me wrong, to, like, every answer I want is right here in the palm of my hand.
Yeah, that's what I like. I don't know. I guess whenever I didn't have a cell phone, I got through life okay. I didn't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I knew things, like I knew people's phone numbers.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't remember them, but you'd write it down. You know what I mean?
You'd have them somewhere.
That was kind of cool, too. It's like, back in the day, you'd, like, see some girl and you'd be like, say, can I get your number? And I'm like, no, or yeah, they give you your number and you'd feel freaking awesome. Now they just put it in your cell phone and, like, you forget about it because you're usually drunk, you know what I mean? Or, I guess not kids. Kids shouldn't drink. Kids don't drink.
Yeah, don't drink milk or anything.
Well, don't drink liquor or
anything.
alcohol.
Drinking is bad for you.
Let's look at some of these statements we got here. Loved it as a kid, but find it totally unwatchable now, unfortunately. Shellington.
That's true. I haven't rewatched it in a long time.
Like, I love it, dude. Still,
I haven't. I wonder if it holds
feel like
up.
a kid.
I'll rewatch it sometime.
They don't make films like this anymore.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, what
fact,
we were
the
saying.
80s was a bit of a golden era for family films. Family films, wasn't it?
Yeah. What? Yeah. It's like
The
There-
Flight of the Navigator. Have you
like
seen
what?
that one?
Flight of the Navigator. No.
Never Ending Story. Have you seen that one?
Never ending story. Yeah.
Those are some great movies. The
Um,
Last Starfighter. Come on.
No.
Oh
never
my
watched
gosh,
that.
watch that one. If you
Oh.
like Star Wars and Trek, you'll love this one.
Okay. Star Trek better. Okay.
I think this one's better than Star Trek still.
Ooh, not much. That's better than Star Trek.
No, it was great, man. The Last Starfighter, guys. Come on.
I'll look it up. I was
a good
thinking
movie.
about rewatching Goonies before the episode, but I didn't get to it.
You got to rewatch Goonies.
I'll
man. If you
rewatch
haven't
it.
seen it in a minute, we watch it.
I
We watch it.
I rarely rewatch older things, older TV shows that I liked as I was a kid, because I don't want to ruin the memories of that show. Like I used to, like if it was really good, I'm like if you see like
Slick shoes? Are you crazy? I got it. Slick shoes.
but
What was that kid's name? Data? Or was
Was
that
that
the
his
dude
name?
from Star Trek?
yeah, Star Trek. I don't what was his name? We'll figure it out. Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched it. I think I've only watched it like when I was a kid. I haven't watched it at any point.
Wombat79 says, "Oh yes, and Chunk spilling his guts to the Fratellis after the Blender demo makes me smile just even thinking about it."
Yeah, I need to. Reading up on this, I was like, oh man, I need to watch it again. So I will do that, and hopefully that'll do, and I won't have to. There won't have to be a sequel.
I just think, like in Bill and Ted's case, the first one was great, and the second one kind of just took me to a dark place.
I liked both of them. Well,
Really?
we went
I
to a
didn't
dark
like
place.
the second one.
I
at
liked,
all.
yeah, I liked them both. I like movies like that that are kind of like have to do with like time travel and things of that nature.
Well, I mean, I liked Bill and Ted. The first one I thought was great. The 2nd one kind of
Oh, the second one had to do with like
threw the
death
premise away. Yeah,
and
you know,
aliens and stuff like that.
the aliens I can get along with, but like, it's like about killing them. It's like, come on, they shouldn't have died. It's their movie. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's not called Evil Bill and Ted's Adventures.
Yeah, I liked it, and I think there was at points talking about new ones, making remakes with Keanu Reeves like now and the other guy.
Oh my.
But that's the same kind of thing. It's like, is it too long past the? I don't know. Maybe kids don't really know about it, so maybe that's a.
I think
A
it
way
was
to-
very much too long.
Yeah, I agree. So I say no to the sequel to Goonies.
Yeah, big thumbs down. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think I would, as much as I'd like and would have loved to seen a sequel to that movie, I think that now it's just,
It's too late.
yeah, man.
Too little,
Yeah.
too late.
It's not cool now.
All right, so next thing to talk about, kind of big news. I mean, we talked about him before. Stephen Colbert, he is gonna be the next host after David Letterman. So David Letterman is retiring, and Stephen Colbert is gonna host. What are your thoughts on that?
I love Stephen Colbert. I love him.
Yeah,
I love him.
he's your lover. Okay.
Not my lover, but
Whoa.
you know, I would
Um,
make love to Stephen Colbert.
Whoa. But in interviews, I mean, he's not going to be in character. He's not going to be the Stephen Colbert from the Colbert Report.
He has to be. There's no way the show is gonna make it if he's not, man.
He's going to be himself. He's
He's a loser, man. He can't be himself. It's gonna ruin everything. Gee whiz.
but yeah, he's not going to be the ultra conservative guy that
They're gonna do to him what they did to Conan O'Brien if he doesn't be himself on that show. If he doesn't be his character, because that's him, man. That's him. That's what people want to see. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I'd like to see him. I mean, he's a cool. I mean, I like in like other interviews I've seen him as not that character, and he seems good. I mean, he wasn't
He's boring.
he wasn't that character all the time in whenever he was a correspondent on the Daily Show.
Yes, he was. That's why he got his own show, man.
I don't think so. I think he played different parts, but
I just think that if you made Jimmy Kimmel calm down, that show would suck. I
Mhm.
think if the Fallon show, if we made him chill out a little bit, he wouldn't be so big.
well, I mean, it's
You
not.
just gotta let them do their thing, man. It's their shtick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's he has different. Well, he's a host, so he's not gonna. But like Fallon, I mean, essentially what their job is to promote whatever like a guest comes on, so they can't really be like the main
like Colbert is the
like
main attraction of the show.
focus, like the arrogant kind of things, putting people in their places, like making people look foolish. Can't really be doing that on date with like how David
He's
Letterman.
got to find that balance between making fun of everybody plus pushing their stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and he kind of does that already as in Stephen Colbert.
As
but
long as they still have a part of like the monologue at the beginning,
Mhm.
as long as it's kind of like the Colbert Report's monologue, I think I can get along with that. The rest of the interview, you're right, kind of it does keep you interested because of the shit he says, but it does kind of get like you're just poking fun at these people.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see, because if it's just gonna be, because we'll just have to see how it is, because he's
I can't wait to see it. I
It's-
really can't because
'cause
I haven't watched The Late Show in years. I
what-
really don't like
what
Letterman.
he's said in interviews is that that character is not gonna
Make an appearance in the show.
not gonna be there. It's gonna be more of himself, and he's more liberal, I think.
Yes.
And so, I mean, it's not. He's still a funny guy. It's not like all his jokes are gonna be because he's gonna be ultra conservative.
I hope he doesn't get too conservative. That's all I'm saying. I like the that Comedy Central gave him the ability to basically run what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's badass.
Yeah, I like Stephen Colbert in pretty much everything he's ever done. So I'm sure he's going to be okay. I mean, it's not just him. He's going to have writers. He's probably going to bring a lot of writers from the Colbert Report, because he also said, or Comedy Central put out a statement hinting that the Colbert Report, once Colbert leaves, is over.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna
I
kinda kill him
assume I assume a lot of those writers are going to go with him,
Yes.
especially since if they've worked with him
You're
for
gonna
a
need
long
the
time.
paycheck.
Yeah, and so that's cool. I mean, awesome writers in that show. I mean, all the awesome things that have come out of that show. It's not all Stephen Colbert. It's going to be his writers as well. So I think it's going to be good, but we'll have to see, because you never know.
I'm afraid that he's gonna be a little too far out there still, and they're not gonna give him a shot. They're gonna just kick him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, this is a
Big time conservative.
big audience
Yes.
that he's coming to, and I mean, he has his like internet type audience
He's got a
from
following.
Comedy Central, and
But if you
doesn't
kill
always.
that following, you know what I mean? It's kind of
If he changes too much, then that initial following is going to go away.
yeah. They're gonna try to put him into some place where he won't work out, and then they're gonna be turned off. The people who watch the Late Show are turned off. But then he already changed so much to do that his people that he's gotten with Comedy Central aren't gonna follow him, and then he's just gonna fall off the place of the face of the earth.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword being known for such a character, I think. And
Yeah, because now he's like pigeonholed as this
yeah,
guy.
yeah, and like you said, if he stays that way, his core audience is gonna like him, but it's not gonna gain the audience that like David Letterman had. And if he changes too much, he's gonna get maybe some of David's audience, but lose all of his bigger
I mean,
audience.
like I said, Letterman was cool, but I wasn't. I'm not that big of a fan. He had his top 10 lists that were good, but
Yeah, he did some sketches, like he did the I rarely watched him, but he brought like kid scientists in and was like made fun of like some of their
Them?
inventions. Yeah, made fun of them to the faces. They cried. But like brought
Damn
in
you,
things like
Letterman.
that, and pretty cool sketches like that. But we'll just have to see, because
I think
Well,
Colbert will do good.
I will watch it.
but I'm hoping
I
that
will-
they will give him some leeway. And like
Yeah.
I said, it's going to be a real fine line, man, to not lose on audience and gain.
Well,
you know?
I think what they're trying to do is kind of get with how Jimmy Fallon's doing great at his, and he's doing things and still relevant. So David Letterman was like, well, I can't really compete with that, so maybe that's why he's leaving. And technically he beat Jay Leno, so that's another reason. But
Well,
Stephen Colbert's going to bring a lot
Fallon
of people.
took over for Jay Leno.
Yeah.
And now they're going to put Colbert. I think that's a better ratings match, honestly, man.
Yeah,
'Cause like
from
you said,
Colbert and Fallon.
yeah, because Colbert's got some weight, and as long as they give him enough room to do the stuff he wants to do, I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah, and I mean they let Fallon do his stuff, like his old.
Well, that's another
hosting.
thing also, is to think about this way, the changing of the guard per se, people are evolving. All these old people, and I'm not trying to call everybody old that watches Letterman, but that's an older audience,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it is
And
definitely. It's-
Colbert's going to bring in a more hipper, younger audience that,
Yeah.
is into more kind of comedy, detailed stuff. So I think that's going to pull some of the watchers. I think he'll be fine, man. As long as they let him do his thing, he'll be fine. I
Yeah,
think.
I mean, well, you don't know. We haven't really seen much of the real Colbert, so
I hope we never do.
well, that's what he's saying in all his interviews. So we'll have to see on
Who the
that.
hell's going to found the Ramalama Ding Dong? What did he start that last Nah, never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
About the Redskins deal.
Oh, the Ching Chong.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah,
gonna do
I mean,
stuff like that? You know.
he came out on top. I mean, that whole
Any
scandal. I mean,
publicity's but good publicity.
yeah. So that scandal's over essentially, unless maybe that's why cancel Colbert is getting canceled.
I think that's why he
But
didn't
I'm
give a
sure-
shit
I'm
about it.
sure
He
not.
didn't give a hell about it. He's like, cancel me. You know what I mean? Because I already got a bigger gig, bitches. Kiss the rings.
But let's see what's next. I guess kind of the weird story that I found on the internet. A person living in an apartment had some bugs in his apartment, and the remedy that he chose to do was to burn the place down.
Yes.
So that's
So
ridiculous. Have you ever had that thought? If there was a bug or a mouse or something in your house, I'm gonna burn it down.
no.
Yeah, of course.
No, I've never really thought that. I mean, I've used some crazy things to try to, I've used like I don't know, hairspray or like air freshener to try to kill
Yeah,
bugs.
it's just whatever you have that's
Yeah.
like that can do it from a
You can
distance.
spray them, maybe like newspaper rolled up, maybe water. I don't know, man. Like I've tried different
thrown
things,
shoes.
but yeah, but I'm
And, like
not.
there's a cockroach or something.
I'm not just like set this shit on. I'm gonna watch this burn.
Yeah, there's these things on the internet where it's like they found a spider in my house, like in one picture. The next picture is them like standing in front of a burning house. Like this is the only option.
It's like, all right, I don't like spiders so much, I'm gonna destroy their habitat and mine.
But I'm sure in his mind that's a weird option to go. Maybe he exhausted
as
everything.
your first option, you know what I mean? Come
Yeah.
on now.
Hopefully he tried other things. Maybe it was an accident. I didn't really read much into it, but
Maybe they were immune to raid.
yeah, maybe
I don't know.
it was like some mutated freaking bug. It says bug, so I mean maybe it was a lot of bugs or something.
We gotta look this one up now too.
But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I don't like bugs like most people.
I wouldn't
and
burn my
I
house
wouldn't burn
down.
down. I would find a way.
What
to
a
live
dickhole though, because he burned down an apartment complex.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it's
everybody's
people-
house. You know what I mean? I would have kicked his ass.
I really hate ants.
Like now everyone really hates you.
burn him.
Let's go and see. This is on the Huffington Post, or the Huff Post, it says.
Well, yeah.
An Orlando man had to be rescued from his apartment Sunday after starting a fire while trying to burn the bugs in his home and computer. Burn the bugs in his home and computer.
Like computer bugs, like
I know,
glitches.
wait a minute.
He's
Yeah,
a programmer.
wait a minute.
He's like, I can't fix this. I can't fix
Witnesses-
this program. Time to burn it.
It's all gonna burn. Witnesses called 911 after they saw flames coming out of the second-story apartment and heard the residents shouting for help. Help! I set my shit on fire.
I'm dumb. Help me. It's like we're gonna help the world by not helping you.
He was 26 years old, and four
Oh.
neighbors kicked down the door to pull him out. The man was treated for smoke inhalation. He's a danger to himself and others. Flames are not a good method of extermination. People, last year a Texas woman burned down her house trying to kill a snake with fire. So it's not just one person.
Yeah, I
Other
guess
people have
that's
had
the-
this idea. Fuck yeah,
That's the-
fire.
Yeah, that would kill him. Yeah, that's a weird option to go to.
I'm trying to see if I can find some comments. But yeah, dude, isn't that fucked up?
That's stupid. And I mean, I'm sure. Like I said, it's a weird place to go to. But I'm sure in his mind he's all like, yeah, I can just kill it with fire. Like I can put.
Who else is gonna do that, right?
It's like there's a bug or some bugs.
Fire kills everything.
Yeah, there's some bugs in the corner. He's all like, I can just like take like hairspray with a lighter or however he did it, and just kill them right then and there. But then it catches like the drapes or the carpet on fire. He's like, crap. It's like I thought that was a really good idea. I thought
This guy obviously doesn't make good ideas. It says an officer who checked the apartment described it as deplorable living conditions.
Ugh.
There was trash and empty beer cans covering the majority of the floor in the living area and the kitchen. The officer wrote in his report the bedroom is where most of the fire damage occurred, was also filled with trash and cans. Get rid of the garbage and you get rid of the bugs.
Yeah,
That's
there's-
not that hard.
He's like, what's causing these bugs?
Maybe he should have called a friend or something, you know?
Yeah, that's
Phone a
gross.
friend.
Yeah, he must not have been in his right mind to do that. Ugh, that is crazy.
What's the craziest thing you ever done, Jimmy?
Craziest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, well, to kill bugs or otherwise.
Well, like I said, usually just go for the easiest method. I mean, something far away or
Newspaper, shoes.
yeah, like I've if there's like a cockroach or a spider like in the bathroom, I would get like the toilet cleaner thing, throw that
Trap
at
them
it.
under the plunger.
Yeah, just things like that. Nothing that would damage anything else.
You don't take a sledgehammer to the sink.
Ah,
He lives in the sink. I'm gonna kill it.
done. I'm
Got
smart,
it.
and then it crawls away. No.
Start spraying water all over you.
Yeah, that's dumb. As far as, I mean, we all have those like ideas that are smart, but then like we figure out, nope, not smart. Like I don't know, like
And you have the things you wish you could do, like take a sledgehammer to the sink to kill a bug.
I've never even had that thought.
No,
No,
like back your car up through a wall to run him over. No,
no,
is that just me?
yeah, that's just you.
Oh, I got great ideas.
I'm a genius.
I'm glad I don't act on them though.
No, you do.
But I don't have trash and cans in my house.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you got to know the cause of these bugs is not anything
What
else.
was
Other
that, that Sunny in Philadelphia quote where Charlie's trying to get Dee to go to sleep?
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, you gotta eat all this cat food and then drink lots of beer so that you can fall asleep before the cat starts screaming." And she's like, "Charlie," she goes, "Why did? Well, maybe you wouldn't have so many cats around if you
have all these
you
open.
didn't have all these open food containers out here." And he's like, "No, Dee," he goes, "they're here because of all the rats." He goes, "You gotta eat this and drink beer so you can we get sick and go to sleep." And then Frank runs in and starts eating all this cat food, chugs a beer, and goes and lays down.
Yeah, it's always Sunnyfield. I don't know. I don't know if the next season is coming out.
I
on
hope
that.
so.
I
That's a
hope so,
great
too.
show,
It is,
man.
it is a good show.
They're always
Um,
trying to fuck each other over.
But speaking of that, we can do kind of a little contest on that. Like, what's the stupidest idea that you've had that you've either acted on or not acted on? Like something that you at the moment sounded smart, but then
Yes.
turned out bad or something like that. Like, hey, I want to kill these bugs with fire, and turned out, of course, not a good idea. But things like that, or things you've heard, or internet stories.
I'm trying to think. I've got stuff that I've done. I mean,
Yeah, I'll have
Let
to
me
think on this
see.
as well.
I know I've got some good stuff, man. I do stuff like that all the time. And then like you said, most of the time I'm seeing it all in my head, just like staring off into space. I'm like, Patrick. I'm like, huh? And I realize I didn't do it. And I'm like, oh shit, that's a good thing because I'd probably be in jail right now.
Or I can think of like times where I've like I can hold like this hot soup and this drink and like crackers all in one hand so I can get the doorknob and
And then you end up with hot soup all over
yeah,
you.
all over me and floor. That's kind of the stupid things that, or like I overestimate my abilities and things like that. But
I
yeah,
do that all the time.
but yeah, things like that. That's a pretty good contest. We'll explain it more on the description on our social media.
Check us out on Facebook or on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and enter for a chance to win some Tot Pot stuff. The stupidest thing you've ever thought you can do and try to do, or didn't do but thought up. Sit still.
Mm-hmm. How are we on time?
57.
57. Okay. And yeah, that's essentially going to be our episode. We'll get this posted up, of course, soon on Monday. But like he was saying, check us out, thinkingoutsidethepod.com. You'll find all of our social media links, as well as our links to iTunes and Stitcher. But
Go on there.
yeah, definitely get
Rate.
on iTunes and Stitcher, rate, subscribe, and comment. That way,
We'll randomly choose people to send them prizes.
yeah, if you do that, you'll have a chance. Of course, just like last episode's contest, it'll end when we record the next episode. So we'll find all the comments or ratings and things like that, and you'll win some cool merchandise. We got posters and things like that.
We got
That we-
pictures of us in the shower.
Whoa. Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't know I got his pictures of him in the
Oh,
shower.
what?
That one time I used your bathroom. No?
You installed cameras.
Yeah.
That's scary. I'm gonna have to burn down the house.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that's our episode 8.
Don't forget to look us up on iTunes, Stitcher. Hit us up on social media to keep an eye on these contests. And
That's it. See you next week.
peace, guys.
Peace.
Thank you for listening.